We didn't do anything with the lighting for you?
Nope, we're good.
It's already recording. Imagine if you worked a 10-hour day and earned less than $3. Some of you are probably thinking right now, I wouldn't even get out of bed for less than $3 a day. Now imagine if over half the country earned this much. This is the case in Bolivia, South America's poorest country. According to the 2011 World Factbook, the average person earned less than $3 a day, $3 US a day. And over 60% of the country lives in poverty right now. Amidst this sort of poverty, you can find some of the most honorable organizations hard at work improving the quality of life. And today I'm going to tell you about one such organization called Amistad and how it personally impacted my life. In 1981, an American monk by the name of William Wilson traveled to Bolivia and made a home in Iramasi, which is located at the tallest mountains of the tallest peaks of the Andes Mountains. When he arrived, the villagers came to him, and they were ridden with diseases like tuberculosis, and they had no medical clinic, and they were malnourished. Even today, 30% of the children under the age of 5 are malnourished according to the World Health Organization standards. So here he was in Iramasi. People are coming to his door, asking him for help, and he didn't know where to go. So he calls his friends in the U.S. for help. Along with the Rotary International Club and his best friend B.J. Weber, they formed the organization called Amistad, which is Spanish for friendship. The first mission and their goal was to establish a form of self-sufficiency for the village of Iramasi. So they had to implement some sort of irrigation system because they had 9 months out of the year, they suffered 9 months out of the year with drought. So they formed an irrigation system from a spring over 200 miles away, and they were able to provide the community, today they're able to provide the community with water for family garden plots year-round and drinking water. And they also have set up a medical clinic, which is great, and a school. So if you were to go there, you'd see a lot of happy little faces and families. They also, in 1990, they decided to expand to the city of Cochabamba, which is is one of the major cities of Bolivia. There's about 1.5 million people in the city of Cochabamba, and they implemented an orphanage for orphaned and abandoned children. It started with 3 houses and 30 children and has expanded to 8 houses and over 70 children, including youth, and a vocational training course to help them become individual adults and move on to their lives. One of those children, which I'd like to tell you about, is Marie Antoinette. She went to school in their vocation. She was raised and grew up in their program, went to school, and took a 2-year internship with a vocational school there. She does baking now. She will bake 200 loaves of bread and sell them to the staff, and she hopes to be in baking one day. I was 19 when I went in, and when I started working with this organization. So I have to tell you, I had a bit of a cultural shock going down to Bolivia and seeing all of this with my own eyes. But it was a very fulfilling time of my life. I learned a lot from my experience working with them. My Spanish got better, but most of all, what I gained was the lifelong connections that I made with the people, with an organization that I would have otherwise never known. So today, I just wanted to tell you about that. Amistad is still around, still working with these people, and like many other organizations, they are working to improve the lives of and provide a little bit of hope to countries like Bolivia. So and people like Marie Antoinette. So that is a really short presentation on